been a while since I have done any streaming, but it's been a few changes over at Dayz of Heaven. We used to run many a server and it was all going well, but the modding came along, and to be honest, I just haven't got the time. Haven't got the time to keep up with all the modding and things that can be done, so we decided that rather than running servers full of endless modding, we would just form a mega clan and come and play on different servers. So at the moment we're basing ourselves on a place called the Hideout on the US Chinaris first person. And after many months of server management, I can tell you I'm very much enjoying just playing the damn game again. This server I don't mind. It seems pretty... like, I have a problem really with the heavily modded servers where you can just get AK-47s everywhere. I did play on a few. I did try actually a few of those that kind of modding on our servers when we had them up. But it just seems a bit dumb. I mean, if you want to play that kind of game, then like Modern Warfare or Battlefield, or there's lots of games where you can run around and get heaps of sweet weapons. PUBG and have mad fights, and like, why would you do it in DayZ when DayZ is such a shit game? Like, the good thing about DayZ is, look, that thing just glitching around on the ground as I say it. The good thing about DayZ is this weird scarcity, is that it's so hard, and it takes a long time to find stuff, and that means that when you do... Ooh, there's a shot. When you hear the shots of a fellow survivor, it just gets the blood going. More so than if you can just run about finding AK-47s everywhere. Like, I don't know. That's all down to personal taste, of course. I just think it's a bit counterproductive. And I must say, I am a big fan of the first person. I do love it. Ah, yes. A knife. Very good. Some rubber slugs. How am I going in the shotgun shell department? I haven't used the rubber slugs on anyone yet. I imagine it's a one-shot knockout, but I'm not completely sure about that. Time for a little bit of rag action. Yeah, there's a lot of I think there's a lot of new players and a lot of people who are playing. Oh, the dirty rags, I know what's good. Who are playing sort of on PlayStation for the first time, and having a good old whinge about not being enough loot on servers like this. But I don't know, guys. It's kind of the point of the game. It's the apocalypse. That was our saying in the other servers. It's the apocalypse. Deal with it. And there was a reason that I made that the saying. I'm going to chuck away these shitty rags. I mean, it's an apocalypse survival game. You've got to... And actually, that was one thing about the modding that I found, was that, I was surprised by how little stuff there actually is in the loot table. So in case you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, when you modify loot, it's time to grab that chicken because I am not in great shape food-wise. When you mod the loot, you know, you go in and look through the table and see how much loot is in the code. And you know, it's in the vanilla loot table, there is so little stuff. Like, I don't know, I think it was 10 M4s maybe. I mean, you just look through the stuff and it's like, holy cow, there really is nothing in this game. What the fuck is that chicken? Talk to me, little guy. Now, with the apple situation, I don't know quite what's going on. I thought my experience so far had been that the didn't really matter too much if the apples were rotten, but that appears to have maybe changed in the recent update. Because I had an apple just the other day, and it made me quite sick. Yeah, sit down. Where the fuck is this chicken? Maybe it's up here. This is a church chicken. It is much harder to tell without the third person, but again, I don't mind that. So what's going on with these apples? It is still firm and delicious, okay. See, and worm free. Badly damaged. Oh. Rotten. See, so it says it's rotten. I'm just going to say, probably not a great idea. But I'm going to try this one on the sides. Look, there's a little pear. Grab that. So this seems to be quite a good server so far. I quite like the balance of loot. It's not too easy. But there's a bit of stuff around. Got a few sneaky shots around the place. Don't have anyone else from the clan on at the moment, so it's not really living up to its name as being a mega clan. But, you know, that's alright. What was that chicken? I swear I just heard chicken. No. You know, I quite like these green shirts, if we're just going to talk fashion for a second. But the hunter jacket, can't go past those 42 slots. So, sorry, greenest shirtus, you will have to be chopped up. What am I packing at the moment? I've got my double barrel shotgun, I've got my Mosin with no bullets for it. Is there a scope on that Mosin? No. I mean, that's the BK-43. But no scope on the Mosin. I do love a Mosin though. It's a fine weapon. More. Oh. Well, this changes the game because I do have a couple of cartridges for that. You know, I'm going to do the unthinkable. And I'm going to chuck the Mosin away. But CR-57. It's a fine weapon for now. Also, I've got some 357 ammo there. I'll be looking for a repeater, or is that the 308? No, 308 is for the Tundra. 357 is for the repeater. Quite fond of a repeater too, I must say. Okay, there's some more buckshot shorty. I suppose some might question the hanging onto of the double barrel and letting the Mosin go, but I'll tell you about my thinking there. I swear I keep hearing goddamn chickens. See, hear that? That BK-43, 2 barrels, up close and personal. It's going to put him down. It's a violent weapon. Too much running for climbing. Oh man. Still think I can be bothered. I may not have a choice. Close, goddammit. Oh, for God's sakes. Benches. Benches are good. Police jacket, no. I liking the hunter's jacket. Oh, that backpack's a little damaged, so why can't I fix that? The leather sewing kit won't let me fix the backpack. Well, unless I've gone completely insane. I'm pretty sure that was a thing before. Now the BK-133 versus the BK-43. Interested to hear your comments about that, because... Oh yeah, step first. Will do. Because I'm not really sure. It can put more shots in it. So that would, you know, kind of make sense. I think I just have a soft spot for the old double barrel, which is not great to base things off, you know, sentimental attachments, as it were. But, you know, oh, sure. Pistol suppressor. Oh, I see. Been collecting too much junk. Well, I could probably do some eating, couldn't I? Thought I got a can opener. Maybe not. It's a bit of a shame to use the old hunting knife. Look into my soul. See if we can clear up some inventory space by having a little dinner. this piece of shit. I mean, yeah. I guess the Mark 33, you're gonna have to, you've got to reload. So you got to get that first shot off, and then reload. Whereas the BK-43, as long as you get both those shots away, you can fire them in quick succession. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the double barrel. I like it. And then maybe I'll find a scope for my CR. I mean, yeah, dropping a Mosin for a CR, I can feel the regret. But there's a bunch of loot on the server. I'd say there'll be more where that came from. I've been hanging around Starry for an hour. It's probably a good time to get moving. Actually, I might just go and fill up on some water. Kind of annoying how it puts the knife down and not away, but I don't know. With all the things to complain about in this game, I suppose it's not all that high on the list. That guy's gonna come and say hello, isn't he? Where's my damn knife? The drinking thing is dull, but drinking until you get the stomach symbol makes all the difference. I learned that from an old friend called Adapt, who was around in the very early days of Dayz of Heaven servers, and then just vanished, which is kind of what happens in this game. The random vanishing is preferable to the outright betrayal, which also can happen a fair bit. But it is the apocalypse. These things happen. So this is pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff. Drinking simulator. Watch as a complete stranger virtually drinks in a poorly animated and badly designed computer game. That is 2020. That guy just kind of floating there. Ooh. There's someone inside that house. Or a reflection. No, it's a zombie in there. Oops. Kept drinking. Hopefully I don't do any spewing. So, time to head on up the road. Got my BK-43 on top. My hunting stand. Let's see if I can find a scope for this bad boy. this is where I was before. Well, somebody can find that Mosin and probably kill me with it. So my alleged Megaclan, which has yet to manifest as being mega, although there are 100 people in the Discord and like 20 active clan members. It's just a bit of a fickle old world, especially on PS4. I find it's quite hard to organize people. I think you know, I think playing on PS4 is just a bit more of a relaxed scenario than playing on PC. When you're playing on PC, it's a bit, you know, you're sitting up at the desk. It's kind of like being at work. It's kind of like down to business. But it can also be a bit of a pain in the ass organising people there. It's basically a pain in the ass just organising people, full stop. We can all agree on that. Well, this is definitely a bit of a running simulator. We do have a spot that we are going to convene, allegedly. So I'll probably be logging off before I get there. Not to say that anyone will ever watch this video, which is kind of my favourite thing about streaming, when you're me, which is that you just kind of chat to yourself. I think I got 30 views once. That's pretty funny. We did an event that I think I had 15 viewers, and basically felt like king of the world for that 2-hour period. But just on the off chance I get a viewer, and just on the off chance they play on the same server randomly that we do, I'll log off before I get to our chosen hiding spot. One of our clan members, our esteemed clan members, has ooh. Hello. Already rated. I do like the sparsity though. The scarcity. Oh, yeah. I could do with a couple of these things. Sure. Why not? I mean, isn't there a door here? So that seems... Oh. Or have they just not finished it? Is this a half-finished base? No. That's... I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, right. There was a wall there. But why would you strip that wall? Well, I might just nick a bit of this stuff while I'm here, but I'm going to stay on my toes because maybe they come back. Haven't seen how many nails there are on this server yet, so probably worth grabbing the nails. Building bases. This is a pretty pretty busy area to build your base in though, dude. Like, there's no way you're not getting found. Only a couple of storage units though, so... Don't know, I don't know. Okay, that's a bit fucked. What am I doing? I think I do want to... do that. And then I'm going to chuck out those, grab those, combine them with those. Got a lot of rags going on really. Could do with a better bag. And I could also do with my bag being repairable, which I don't fully understand why it's not. I haven't gone for the boonie hat because I think it just makes you look unnecessarily military. And then everyone just thinks you're a geared guy. Taking his stakes. Don't have an axe. Don't have a weapon cleaning kit. This does make me feel... well, I don't know. Who knows? Do I need all of this crap? Probably don't need that. Probably don't need that. Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck this backpack because it's a piece of shit. I'm going to... I mean, I don't really want to be doing all this whilst I'm standing here, do I? So let's get the fuck out of here. So that's fun. Right. Useless. To these ones, these will have some sticks. Because I just want to make me a little backpack. Oh, I don't have a burlap sack, idiot. Well, hell with it. Getting the sticks anyway. And I've already got the... what am I doing? I've already got the rope. Okay. Going to... collect some blood. It sounds like somebody who needs to get killed. Probably just... sounds like they're just shooting zombies or animals. So it's always kind of fun to just go and hunt someone. For the goddamn hell of it. Don't need that. I don't have an IV kit, which would be handy. I mean, lots of things would be handy. I could cook up this. What did I do with those friggin' logs? Where did I cut them down? I could just quickly cook up this steak. Might not be a bad idea. Where did I chop that tree down? There we go. Oh, actually, it's not going to let me build a fire there. This is a pretty open position, but what the hell? Come at me, punks. I am gonna have to get me a long stick though. Which I currently do not have. But I'm sure one of these bushes will oblige me. Put you to there. Put you to there. Alright. What do you got for me? Come on. Give me that long stick. Not entirely sure whether you can tell which things give you long sticks. I haven't really looked into it. But never you mind, because that is just what the doctor ordered. I'm going to get my matches. I'll light my fire, which is just like a giant smoke signal saying, here I am, come and shoot me. And we'll see if somebody comes and shoots me. Cook up this one measly steak, but what the hell? Might as well grab a steak where you can get it. Nothing tastier than a stolen steak. Stolen from the good players of DayZ. Just tastes all the more better. First person cooking. Gotta love it. I really feel quite exposed here, but you know. It is what it is. Maybe I could just make a little plume of smoke. I could go and hide in the bushes up here and see if anyone comes along. Alright. How visible is that this time of day? Pretty visible. I mean, visible enough that somebody could just hop by. Oh, I've got one viewer and one comment. It's very exciting, so I'm just gonna chuck it on my phone because I want to respond to my audience, my dedicated followers. Oh, we're gonna turn that down. Hello, Bobby298, the man. I mean, could be pretty dull just sitting here waiting. Probably too boring. I mean, now I have two viewers, which is exciting. Alright, why don't we go and find out where all that shooting is coming from, because I think it sounds like somebody doing some hunting or possibly just a bit of zombie killing. And the thing about somebody just shooting randomly for those kinds of reasons, it's dangerous. Because you're just making a whole lot of noise. People are just going to find you. That's how I see it anyway. What am I doing food-wise? I've only got that one steak. That'll be alright for now. Do have a little bit of lag there from it being an American server. Not ideal. More than one. No, just the one. Could do with some tape at some point. Would be handy. Where were those shots coming from, though? I mean, I should really loot around and just see if I can find one more can of food. Because... or a chicken. Haven't seen many chickens. Haven't seen any chickens, actually. There we go. It's got a mag in it. Nope. Okay, that's no good. So now, I always get turned around in this town. I think the shots were coming from over here. So let's head off in this direction and see what we can find. I mean, I really shouldn't sprint so much, but god damn it, it's just hard not to, because it's such a boring game sometimes. Look at this cute little outpost in the middle of nowhere. Hello. Oh, there's that shot again. I really do feel like it is my job to go and kill that person, making all that noise. Just to teach him a lesson. Unless it is a battle. Doesn't really sound like a battle. Could be more than one person, I guess. After so many years of playing this game, I should really be able to... I should really know where I am, but I don't know. I just have a terrible memory. I can never remember which towns are where, and a vague instinct, I guess. Let's try running across this completely open field. Always a good idea. Yeah, it does. It sounds like recreational shooting to me, which really just isn't a great idea. But could also belie somebody who is in a group and feels confident Still have those binoculars? I do. Sometimes if you got a couple of bandits hanging out together, they can get a little cocky. I'm also not great at deciphering what kind of shots are what. And frankly, after all these years, I just should be more knowledgeable. You know, like for instance, I know this little bit of forest. I don't really know where it is, but I've run through it a trillion times. Just mental deficiency. The shooting has now stopped. Was it all just a trap to lure a naive young lass like myself? Could very well have been. Oh no, I left those nails back there. That's annoying. There were some more nails. Oh well, whatever. Would like a scope for this CR. Any more shots? The other thing about general gunfire is that quite often it gives away a general proximity of a base, just because people have all their crap there and they'll sort of hang around near their base doing too much shooting, giving away their location. I feel like I could be quite close to where that shooting was now, but you know, just whatever. The paranoia sets in. Did I find a compass? No. I mean, a compass would be handy, because my navigation instincts are absolutely terrible. I should really go and feed the cats. Let's have a look here. I have one viewer. I'm reluctant to feed my cats when I have one viewer. That's one more viewer than I've had for most of this stream. Running across open fields near where you think there was shooting. How does that plan out? Was it Novi and Starry that I was hearing those shots in? Oh no, I think this is Gorka. Is this Gorka? I think this might be Gorka. Gorka's not a great place to run around in the open near, as a general rule. Quite often people will make bases near Gorka. Might just go up here and do a little observation. with my binos. See what I can see. Okay, I reckon this is where the shots were coming from. Usually around some kind of town or village, locality. What are you doing? Look through them, dude. Where's the police station? Often a candidate for general hanging about, as is the hospital. There's a zombie, so what? Fairly heavily looted, which is to be expected. Is this Gorka? I really do have no... Yeah, that's the Gorka barns over there. So there you go, I do know something. I think I know something. Alright, I'm going to go the old BK in case we get some close quarter combat. And somebody's been through, done a little bit of loot work. You know what? I'm quite partial to the codeine. And also to the rubber slugs. I've never used them. I have way too many of them. But I think they seem like a bunch of fun. I really want the left button to make me look through those for some reason. Well, look, I don't really know what I'm expecting to see there. No, not you. Well, there's an apple. That's something. Can't complain about that. Feel a little uneasy. Somebody has just been doing some loot sorting there. They've maybe gone on their merry way ever since. It's a weird place for that bag to be. Potato I will take and eat right now. Some doesn't feel right. Some don't feel right about this town. Tell you what, I wouldn't mind grabbing that chicken. Wouldn't be completely against the concept of a little chicken right now. Let's go get it. Whoa, don't dig up worms. Just getting a quarter of that hen. Once again, quite an open area to be in when I think there may have been shooting. Damn it, I want those bones. Really don't want to be standing around. Get rid of that. Give me those bones. Make a fish hook later. Because I do love doing a little bit of fishing. It's good value. Can't put the knife away. Okay. A bit of a luggage problem right now, which I'm not feeling great about. I think I can happily ditch those two guys, and I mean, what else do I really need? I just don't really need the head torch, if we're being honest about it. And you know, what am I going to do with 4 of those? It's not the thing. So I definitely need the knife more than I need all of those things. Wouldn't mind sorting out a few more chickens if they present themselves. That was a portentous wind. Still don't feel great about this town. Zombie aggro at me. I think it was. Tell you, one of the best things they ever did with this game was another Mosin. It's hard to say no to the old Mose. One of the best things they ever did in this game was making the zombies have footsteps that sound like player footsteps. It fucks me up every time. Alright. So, what the fuck is going on with these leather kit not repairing backpacks? Is that just my shitty luck with this particular leather kit, or oh well, I will settle for a damaged backpack over a badly damaged backpack. That's just the kind of brilliant luck I'm having today. Hello. Slice and dice. A lot of priests. Listen to that wind howl. Ah, oh, come on. Priests, paramedics, they're all coming at me. all that shooting before this howling wind. Something ain't right. What am I really looking for? I guess I'm looking for more food, but I can't really pick any of it up because I sort of have too much crap as it is. And a shit backpack. Ooh, that sounded like running. That really did sound like running. How does she keep such nice fingernails in the apocalypse? I think I'm getting a solid dose of paranoia. I definitely feel like I'm being hunted. And you know, it's when you ignore such things, you quite often pay a price. It's kind of one of the beauties of this game. I mean, you know, there's almost certainly nobody in this town, and yet I'm scared to death, so that's just half the fun, really. Ah, see, there's a repeater. I do have some... Oh, what did I do with my... Okay, well... Oh no, there it is. Badly damaged, could be cleaned. Repeater takes the 357. I think the repeater's better. You know, another thing I should almost certainly know. Yeah. I'm just going to take the 3 repeater. What the fuck? I feel like I'm making the wrong decision. No, repeater's definitely better. What am I talking about? Okay, so I'm going to grab the shells out of this and chuck away the thing. Also going to grab the shells out of this. I'm going to have to go and feed the cats. They're rioting. It's way too late for cats not to have been fed. I'm going to see if I can get some of my teammates on as well. Oh, I've got 2 viewers. 2 viewers, and it just makes it even harder. Makes it all the harder for me to go and feed the cats. What am I doing? Moving right along. Christmas lights. So where the fuck am I? Really should know these things. That lag is pretty significant. I guess it is going from Australia to the US of A. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm just going to see if this is indeed an issue of some kind of problem with this repair kit. Unless maybe now... Oh, okay. Sewing kits. Surely that hasn't always been a thing. I'm sure it was the leather kit before. But maybe I'm wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. Oh, that's pretty fly. Look at that. Gangstery. Or should I wear it on my head as a sweet bandana? Um, quite handsome haircut. Could just stick with that. I've forgotten what I'm doing. No? I could just stick that on my head. There we go. I reckon that's pretty gangster. I'm going to go with that. It does run the risk of looking just a little bit too military, and therefore more people wanting to kill you more. Look, the reality of this is, as soon as I come across someone, I'm going to try and shoot them and they're going to kill me. It's basically what happens to me constantly in this game. So there's not really much avoiding that. I like to pretend that there could be another outcome though. It makes me... It's part of the roleplay. I'm roleplaying someone who might actually have a chance of surviving. That's my level of roleplay. Is that an apple? No, it's just offering to give me some bark. Come here, you. No, you weren't much chop. My god. Okay, well I spent 30 seconds of my life trying to work that out. The old climb over the fence when there's a hole right next to you. Also good. Let's grab that BK. Just in case my feelings of doom are correctamundo. See, somebody's been around here unboxing things and up to no good. But it is Gorka, so people tend to dash around Gorka a bit. I really am going to have to go and feed my cats in a second. So my two viewers, it's going to be a heartbreaking situation, but I'm going to have to leave you. If you really care, you will wait. But I wouldn't wait if I were you. It's simply not interesting enough watching me play. I know because I'm here watching me play. And I'm even playing the game and it's not interesting. But Daisy, that's not what it's about. It's not about being interesting. I think I might go and hunt that beast though. Because I do need... I mean... a bit more food would never go astray. Go on. Let's go and get it. That could be where all that shooting was before actually, because it was near here. So I might find where these beasts are, and then might just have to log off and go and feed my cats. Speak again, bright angel. Yes, always want that to be the left. Somewhere over there. Alright. if the person watching this would like to come and join our clan, which kind of is nomadic, roams around a few different servers, you can go to Heaven Discord, so Heaven, Heaven, Discord.com, and then you can join up. You can come and play with us. We're pretty new to this particular server, and we're just in the process of trying to meet in one spot, which always takes, 5 to 7 days. But then we're going to set up our little base for a while, and then it'll get raided, and then so the game goes. But it's a good little gang of people. We've actually got a few different little server things going. This is not one of our servers, but we've got an all PvE server, and also these things feel like they're not getting closer. We've also got a server called BK43, which is only BK43s. It's not proving to be very popular right now, but I think it's an awesome idea, so I'm leaving it there for the moment. With all this crazy modding going on and everyone putting tons of guns everywhere, I think it's kind of fun just having BK43s. But everyone's a bit loot hungry at the moment. Oh, now from memory, this is quite often a good candidate for a base. Am I right about that? I'll never get used to it. Come on. Oh. Ooh, gotta love the tundra. Gotta love the tundra. Okay. Well, we find ourselves at that crossroads, my friend. Got the 308 out of 308 rounds that I don't have. But sure is a special weapon. I think I'm going to use this moment as a moment to log off and feed the damn cats. It's been thrilling. Thank you to anyone who watched this. I have no idea why you did, but feel free to come and join us sometime. Goodbye.